Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Red Brand. We are live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for Monday Night Raw. And we are kicking things off. Hold on. Wait just a minute. Is that the Intercontinental Championship around Bobby Roode's waist? Bobby Roode lost that Intercontinental Championship at Battleground against Shinsuke Nakamura, where Nakamura unified the United States Championship and that title right there. But somehow, some way, Roode has the Intercontinental Championship back in his possession. Now that match did not go without controversy. Roode had his foot on the ropes, but the referee missed it and counted the 3. It was made official that Nakamura had unified both championships. Roode last week was on the look for the general manager Shawn Michaels. Obviously, Michaels out on the sideline, and later on that night was fired by the new head honcho here on Raw. The Game, the King of Kings, Triple H. So how on earth has Bobby Roode got his hands back on the Intercontinental Championship? And will I once again refer to Bobby Roode as the glorious Intercontinental Champion? Well, I guess we're about to find out. A bizarre way to kick off Raw. Bobby Roode with the Intercontinental Championship. Triple H making a statement with that decision, awarding the Intercontinental Championship back to Bobby Roode. But I'm sure that won't settle with the King of Strong Style, the United States Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. And just listen to Milwaukee. Goosebumps right now. This atmosphere, this moment, it has to be only one superstar, Nakamura. And Nakamura, whether you like it or not, that foot was on the ropes, but the referee counted 3, and Nakamura rightfully deserves both championships. But Roode, thanks to Triple H, good God, it's deafening in here. Roode, thanks to Triple H, has the IC belt back in his possession. And look at Roode. I don't think he's heard or seen anything like this in quite some time. The atmosphere at Battleground was something, but Milwaukee, you have blown the roof off this place. To say Nakamura is a fan favourite is an understatement here tonight. This crowd in the corner of the United States champion. And surely we have to have a rematch between these two to unify those championships as it should have happened and as it should have gone down at the battleground. Nakamura has hit the ring to confront the now Intercontinental Champion once again, the glorious Bobby Roode. Is Bobby Roode for real? Roode wants no part of Nakamura. He had a taste and he wants to keep as far away from the United States champion as possible. Roode wants to keep the Intercontinental Championship only. Later on tonight, the Samoan submission machine, Mr. Money in the Bank, Samoa Joe, takes on the former Universal Champion Finn Balor as Balor looks to get back on track. But if he is to do so, he has to beat the Destroyer. And your main event, yes, your eyes do not deceive you. Your boy, James Ellsworth, the undefeated James Ellsworth, I might add, takes on the monster among men, Braun Strowman. This one an order from the new general manager, Triple H. We all know that Braun Strowman was instrumental in Monday Night Raw surviving at Battleground. And once again, it was revealed last week that Triple H was the man that took out General Manager Shawn Michaels to ensure that Braun Strowman would be involved in that 6-man tag team elimination match. Tonight, from what I understand, the match against Ellsworth is simply an exhibition match to demonstrate what Braun Strowman can do. This could be the end of James Ellsworth, and it will be sending a message to the Raw locker room that Braun Strowman is not a man to be messed with, and he runs with the general manager, the King of Kings, Triple H. Something doesn't feel right here on the Red Brand when decisions like that are being made. But what more can I say? I want to keep my job as Dana Brooke awaits her opponent here tonight. And speaking of monsters, well, this is the monster of the women's division. And when I call her a monster, I say it with respect. Nia Jax has everything to be a dominant force and just as dominant as Braun Strowman. But on the side of the women's division, there's no question of that. And if Nia Jax can defeat Dana Brooke or vice versa, both of these women would be in with a shout and a shot at the new unified women's champion Bayley. Bayley defeating Nikki Bella of SmackDown Live at Battleground. And Nia Jax looks all business. She certainly is not like most girls. And here we go. Our first match here tonight on Raw. And it is Nia Jax who takes Dana Brooke down early. Nearly knocked her head off, did Nia Jax, and picks up Dana Brooke. And driving the knee into the back, and look at this. Dana Brooke looks in pain early here. The match barely got underway, and Brooke writhing in pain, and Nia Jax, whoa, sends Dana Brooke up and down. This is not the start that Dana Brooke would have wanted. And Nia Jax taunting the fans here in Milwaukee, and sends Dana Brooke into the corner. Here comes Nia Jax, and she squashes Dana Brooke, and Brooke already in deep trouble. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Oh God. Could have caved the chest in of Dana Brooke, and now Nia Jax takes up Dana up on the shoulder, and the Samoan drop. Dana Brooke is out. 0 offense. 1, 2, 3. And that is as impressive as you're gonna get. Absolute dominance from Nia Jax, and that is why I said she could be just as dominant as Braun Strowman in the women's division. Job done. Nia Jax, all business. Bayley, are you watching? Because Nia Jax is on the hunt for the women's championship. Well, up next, Mr. Money in the Bank, Samoa Joe, unable to cash in at Battleground courtesy of Christian. Well, Christian is now out the way, but Finn Balor, the former Universal Champion, will be looking to get back on winning ways. It is Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, and it is next here on Raw. At WWE Battleground, it felt sure that Samoa Joe was gonna cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase to try and become the undisputed WWE Champion. He was poised, and he knew that Brock Lesnar was doing double duty on the night. And if you think about it, when Braun Strowman put Brock Lesnar through my announce table, it was a prime opportunity for the Samoan submission machine to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. But Christian ensured that Joe could not do so. And then, the next night on Raw, Joe made sure that Christian was no more. And if you also cast your mind back, Samoa Joe has also attempted to cash in his briefcase on the former Universal Champion, the leader of the Balor Club, that man right there, Finn Balor. It feels strange to not associate the Universal Championship now with Finn Balor. The Universal Championship no more. It is now the undisputed WWE Championship, and it is held by the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. But Balor held that Universal title for quite some time here on Raw, and it does feel strange seeing Finn Balor without that championship around his waist. No demon tonight for Finn. Balor relying on the Balor Club to get him through tonight. And I'm sure in the back of Finn Balor's mind, he has not forgot how calculated Samoa Joe was trying to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase on Finn Balor. Look at this crowd. Milwaukee, you are doing yourself proud. And Balor acknowledging the fans. Joe, well, he couldn't care any less. One-on-one action. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. And the crowd here on their feet, and we are ready. And the referee signals for the bell to get this match underway, and it's Finn Balor who's on the attack, but Joe retaliates. And this is going to be hard hitting, this match, and it has started off at a blistering pace. These two knocking lumps out of each other, and it's Joe with the big boot that puts Finn Balor down. And Joe, driving Finn Balor's head into the turnbuckle, and again continues the assault, but Balor trying to use his agility, but gets caught. Finn Balor trying to use that speed, but Joe caught him at the pass, takes him up, invert an atomic drop. And it's all Joe. Snap suplex, float over pin, 1. Just a 1 count against Finn Balor. Knee to the face, Joe immediately following up. Now trying to wear down Finn Balor. Trying to ensure that Balor stays grounded. That's a smart move to take the speed element away from Finn Balor. And you have to commend Finn Balor's championship reign as Universal Champion. He went to war on numerous occasions with the Monster Among Men and walked out with that championship belt. But when he came up against the Beast, unfortunately, he was conquered. As Balor sends Joe off the ropes, leapfrog over the top, and turns Samoa Joe inside out with the neck breaker. And Joe is deceivingly quick for a man his size. Let's not forget that. He is no slouch. It's Samoa Joe, and Balor went for the DDT, but Joe put the brakes on. And Joe, dumping Finn Balor on the back of his neck. And a 2 count. You can hear those shots, and Joe sends Balor to the outside, and here comes Samoa Joe like a torpedo or a rocket, flying through the air and wiping out the former Universal Champion. And that is exactly what I'm talking about, the speed of the big man. Joe back in the ring, picks up Finn Balor, boot to the midsection, and Joe stepping up the pace, but Finn Balor, he escapes. 1, 2, and Joe, reversal, 1, 2. 2 close encounters, but no cigar, and Joe takes down Finn Balor again, and here comes Samoa Joe. Goodness me, a running senton. And the pace has not let up. Joe with a forearm. And again, tries to snap Finn Balor over, but Balor escapes. And Balor with the front face Reverse DDT. The crowd getting behind Finn. Trying to bring Finn more into this match. We've seen moments of Finn, but he hasn't quite established enough momentum just yet. Will he do it now? The drop kick to the face of Samoa Joe. And Balor now drags Samoa Joe, and this time it's Finn Balor who's gonna fly, returning the favour. And Finn Balor feeds off the fans here in Milwaukee. Referee starting the count, but Balor brings Samoa Joe back into the ring, and now waiting, poised, is Finn Balor. And Balor now hits the top rope. He's ready to fly. Joe slow to get to his feet. Now he's up, and he receives a missile drop kick. 1, 2, and Joe kicks out at 2. But Joe looks a bit dazed. And Joe, oh my, Samoa Joe. I thought he was dazed, but he was only aggravated, and then went to the knees of Balor, but Balor back up. And again, they just knock lumps out of each other here tonight on Raw. And it's Joe who overcomes Balor. And look at this combination from the Samoan submission machine. 1, 2, and Finn Balor just about kicks out of the straitjacket. Oh, look at this. We saw the King of Strong Style. He would be proud of that. How much more can Finn Balor take of this? Gets out of the knee. Sling blade. Just when you think Balor is down and out, he finds an escape. He finds an outlet. But Joe again fires back a jab. Balor replies. Pele kick. And the crowd really getting behind Finn Balor, as you see them on their feet here in Milwaukee. But Samoa Joe fights his way out, breaks free from Balor, and whoa, sends Finn Balor into the corner. And Joe stepping it up once again, getting more aggressive. And Finn Balor fights back, comes out the corner, sends Joe into the corner. There goes Samoa Joe. Oh, there you go. The shotgun dropkick. And this usually leads to Finn Balor's finishing maneuver, the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3, and Finn Balor. Well, he was up against it here tonight, and he knows he was in a war with Samoa Joe, but the shotgun dropkick and the coup de grace giving Finn Balor the victory here tonight. Balor back to winning ways right here on Raw. But let's not forget that Samoa Joe still has that all-important Money in the Bank briefcase. The Balor Club is too sweet in Milwaukee. Cassius Ohno wants respect from John Cena. And one man who certainly gained the respect, or a mutual respect, was given between John Cena and this man right here, the phenomenal AJ AJ Styles. Cena and Styles put up quite the fight to try and save SmackDown Live. They were unsuccessful on the night, but you have to respect what AJ Styles did on the blue brand and the effort he put in at Battleground, and the crowd here on Raw appreciating the phenomenal one. Oh God, no. The lights are out, and usually that means one thing. Bray Wyatt is here, and AJ Styles looks in absolute shock as the Eater of Worlds stares him down. Oh God, no, no. Sister Abigail. Bray Wyatt has just laid out the phenomenal AJ Styles. An unprovoked attack from the self-proclaimed Eater of Worlds. Earlier tonight, Bobby Roode regained possession of the Intercontinental Championship courtesy of the new GM Triple H. Next week, we will determine a #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. In a battle royal, 6 Raw superstars will compete, and one will leave the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Well, it is time for your main event of the evening. And I have never seen James Ellsworth look more petrified in his entire life. I think his chin has disappeared even more since the announcement that he would be facing Braun Strowman one-on-one here tonight. But let's not forget that this is the undefeated James Ellsworth. The James Ellsworth that came from SmackDown Live and who cockily, is that a word? Arrogantly put himself over to believe that he is unstoppable. Well, can he bring that unstoppableness to the red brand? Is that even a word as well? I don't know. But speaking of unstoppable, well, there isn't anything quite like the unstoppable monster among men. God, you can hear that roar from over here. Braun Strowman. R.I.P. James Ellsworth tonight. I don't think it can go any other way. Triple H, I mean, this is inhuman. Ellsworth against Strowman. It's like, I can't even say it's like David versus Goliath, because that would be a discredit to David to compare him to your boy, James Ellsworth. Ellsworth smartly bailing out the ring. Braun Strowman gives him a look. He's like a pipsqueak. Oh God. It's gonna be a massacre in our main event. Ellsworth against Strowman. Look at this. Oh my. And Ellsworth, rightly so, cowers in the corner, but Braun Strowman doesn't care about that and launches your boy all the way across the ring. Oh my goodness me. Braun Strowman roars here tonight on Raw, and he has no filter. Strowman will not think at all for the well-being of James Ellsworth. It's a simple fact. Strowman wants competition, and now, no, oh God! Now with Triple H calling the shots, Strowman has the ability to do what he wants when he wants, under the orders of the game, the King of Kings, the authority here on Raw. And his first line of business is to annihilate James Ellsworth and leave a message in the minds that if you mess with Triple H, you mess with Braun Strowman. And look at Ellsworth trying to get out of there, wriggle out of there like a little worm. But nope. Oh God. This is hideous. And this crowd have been stunned to silence. Whether you like or hate James Ellsworth, surely you can't condone this to your boy. And Strowman driving those shoulders. I'm just waiting for Braun Strowman to punch James Ellsworth in the face and, make his face match his chin. Elbow to the back of the head and zero offense, as if he was ever going to get any anyway, from James Ellsworth. And it is simply a matter of time before Braun Strowman puts James Ellsworth, I was going to say out of his misery, but also in a hospital bed. And we're here to witness it, a spine buster. Ellsworth is being decimated. Spine buster again. Strowman has barely broke a sweat. And the crowd looking on. And this is getting nasty now. It really is. Look at this. Effortless from Braun Strowman. Oh, thank God. 1, 2. Braun, no. I thought Braun Strowman had shown mercy on James Ellsworth. But oh, how I was wrong. Grabs Ellsworth by the back of the neck and drives him face first into the mat. That'll sort his chin out alright. It'll level off his face. Oh God. It's getting hard to watch this. It's safe to say that the undefeated streak of James Ellsworth needs a miracle if it is going to continue. Running power slam. It is over. Wait a minute. No. Hold on. Strowman, that is Shane McMahon's music. Oh, wait a second. No. Oh my God. James Ellsworth has beaten Braun Strowman. The undefeated streak lives on. But Shane McMahon was fired from his post as commissioner of SmackDown Live. He is gone, but his music... Wait a minute, what on earth is going on here tonight? Well, one thing I do know is that James Ellsworth has been victorious.